so we're gonna start pulling the motor out because, as you can see in the other part of the video, we took it out, went testing because we're trying to make prim, so we decided to break in the new third member. Third member went good so far. I haven't checked on it yet, but we have to pull the new motor out. Number 1 and number 2 cylinder, something's going on. There's some moisture in the oil around the cap and the filler part of the cap. We're gonna see what's going on. So I did a compression test about 20 minutes ago. Number 1 cylinder was set about 60-70 psi. Number 2 cylinder was pretty good. It was like 120, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know if we have a blown head gasket, which is indicative of, you know, the moisture in the oil or the frothiness in the oil. I did a coolant pressure check on the radiator, and within an hour we lost about 17 psi. So I'm thinking we have a blown head gasket, and then also maybe an injector failure or something got clogged up, wasn't working. We have pre and post filters on our fuel system, so I don't know, I need to pull the filters and check those. And then we've been having fueling issues with this truck the whole time, so I don't know if maybe that contributed to something. As of now, we're gonna pull the motor out, and then we're gonna take it to my buddy Sanchez shop, pull the head, see what happened. Did we have a head gasket failure? Seems like there's a couple problems that we're running into, so we're gonna see if the motor's savable. It's pretty disappointing because we were trying to make the battle at Prim in about a month or so, roughly. From right now, we have about 4 weeks, 3 usable weekends. I don't know if that's including this weekend or not. I had to look at the calendar. Kind of frustrating, but at the same time, it's just part of it, I guess. So I keep telling myself, watch along as we pull the motor again. Minutes. So I was setting up the machine to run some parts, so now I'm gonna get back on this. Don't know that we'll have it out today like I wanted to, just because I have other stuff I gotta get done. The other header off, one step closer. So I just pressurized the supercharger system, the coolant system for the supercharger. Everything looked good, so I was worried that maybe the intercooler that's in the intake might be leaking too, and that might be why we were getting water in the oil. But that system's good, so I wanted to do that before I tore it all apart just to make sure. Our AC that we use as a idler. Alright, so we got the supercharger upper intake plenum off and the actual supercharger. So far everything looks good inside there. I'm gonna pull the alternator off next, and then I gotta drain the coolant, and then I can take off that the lower plenum for the supercharger, and then just keep moving forward. Probably pull the transmission next, and then I'll pull the shocks and everything off. But kind of moving slow, really not in a big hurry, to be honest with you. If you look at that port right there on the exhaust, that's the one that had the bunch of oil on the spark plug, and then this one was the one that had the spark plug was kind of burnt. So this port, or this cylinder, had 70 PSI roughly of compression, and then this one had 120 for some reason. I don't know if it's because it's got oil in it or what. It bumped up the pressure. But this is the side that's having issues, so once we get it all pulled out, we'll see what's going on with it. Supercharger and the lower plenum with the intercooler in it. I'm gonna weld dash fittings onto here because this is a pain in the butt with these, trying to get to them. It'd be nice just to have dash fittings on there, so I'll go ahead and order up some aluminum ones and weld them on there. That way I don't have to mess with hose clamps and stuff anymore. That noise in the background is machining stuff right now. Motor's coming out. That's a motor. All right, well, it's out. As you can see, it's not very good, but can't see anything. But she's out. Hopefully she'll be back in a couple weeks. A couple days? Jason said a couple days, just so you guys know. There you go. She was all nice and clean at one point. And now she's not, so we'll clean her up a little bit, pressure wash her, make her nice again, and call it good. So, not too bad for 2 days. Thanks to Jason's help for getting her the rest of the way out.
Ryan, what happened?
Oh man, he said I blew up my motor.
Like I said earlier, because he blew up the motor.
So we have confirmed that we have an issue. Oh, that's not good. So there's a missing piece of the piston. There's another missing piece of the piston.